Greetings ladies and gentlemen, my name is Adrian from Game Reviews Malaysia. Welcome back to the channel. So a couple of days ago, we were invited to the Malaysian premiere of Rogue One, a Star Wars story by TGVCinemas in conjunction with the launch of their 34th cinema at Sunway Velocity Mall. This is now officially the largest IMAX screen in Malaysia, and it's frigging huge. So I dragged my best friend along to the launch, and it was a great time. There was tons of Star Wars cosplayers, most notably from the famed 501st Legion, a themed bar with lots of drinks, and they even had the Mos Eisley band play some cantina music. Overall, it was a fantastic launch, so congratulations to TGVCinemas and thanks for having us. So fellow Malaysians and even potential tourists, if you want the ultimate IMAX experience in the country, head on over to TGVCinemas in Sunway Velocity Mall. Now on to the movie itself. Before I begin, I want to make something very clear. This is not a movie review. This is strictly a video game channel, so I'm not interested in doing movie reviews whatsoever. I follow a couple of gaming YouTubers who made a name for themselves by reviewing games, then switched to doing movie reviews because it's less work for views. Nuh-uh, not me. I just want to say this very quickly about Rogue One because it will tie into what I want to talk about next. It's bold with its story, it's got a diverse cast that did a great job, and it's not afraid about playing with the viewer's emotions and with adding flesh to the current canon story period, which left me feeling like this was right up there with the best Star Wars narrative experience I've ever had in both movies and video games. And this leads me to my main point and what I want to talk about today, which is about how future Star Wars games, especially RPGs, can learn from Rogue One. And what I mean by this is, firstly, enough with the stinking cash grab games already. I'm so done with seeing new LEGO Star Wars games that come out every time a movie gets released, on top of the countless mobile games that offers zero gaming satisfaction whatsoever. I do understand that these games caters to a wide variety of casual gamers, including children, and because the franchise is so popular, they aren't going away, and I can accept that. But as both a Star Wars fan and a gamer, I have this craving, this itch for something new, fresh, and different that challenges the current lineup of Star Wars RPGs that can take inspiration from what Rogue One has done with the movies. I want something that is its own thing, further exploring the canon universe in its current timeline with the untold stories of unsung heroes that we the players can experience in a narrative-driven RPG that we know EA, Disney, or BioWare has the capacity and know-how to produce. But what about the current RPG titles that already exist, I hear you ask? You mean like Star Wars The Old Republic? Look, KOTOR, KOTOR 2, and Star Wars The Old Republic are the best Star Wars RPG games that I've played. No other Star Wars games can touch that. And for those of you that follow my channel, you know how much I enjoy playing SWTOR the MMO. SWTOR even has a new expansion out, proving that players can enjoy a rich narrative experience in an MMO formula, which I find to be good. However, and this is in my opinion, I am bloody burned out with the Old Republic setting. I've got nothing against it. Hell, I loved all the stories and games in the Old Republic timeline, but think about it. When it comes to RPGs with deep, immersive, and engaging narratives, and with the exception of Star Wars Galaxies, rest in peace, we've been stuck in the Old Republic for over 10 years. And you can't tell me games like Star Wars Battlefield is the alternative to break the stalemate. The Battlefields or Battlefront games were great in their own genres, but not the experience that RPG fans are looking for. So I guess what I'm trying to say is that I personally want a modern classic Star Wars RPG that challenges the status quo in terms of story and gameplay. Games like Force Unleashed are good examples from the past where the writers were not afraid to add to the canon story at near to present timeline. So let's perhaps get a game in the current timeline of The Force Awakens. Let's explore the world through the eyes of new characters, see the aftermath and the consequences years after the Return of the Jedi. Let's play through the story of one of the young Jedis that Luke was training, or something. Just no more Old Republic stuff. Leave that to SWTOR as it's doing a good job with it so far. Now, from a gameplay perspective, I also hope that the next Star Wars RPG game brings something new to the table. For comparison, let's take a look at the Lord of the Rings universe. There wasn't anything new or fresh in terms of RPGs set in Tolkien's Middle-earth for a very long time until Shadow of Mordor came along. And regardless of how I feel about the game, Shadow of Mordor brought that extra gameplay goodness that Lord of the Rings game fans hadn't seen before. A dynamic nemesis system, the stealth and action a la Assassin's Creed combat system. It was such a refreshing addition for the IP, and it deservedly received critical acclaim even without a strong narrative. The good news for us is that there is an unannounced Star Wars game in the works, and its creative director used to work for Naughty Dog, the folks behind the much-loved Uncharted series on the console. Does this mean we'll get an Uncharted clone in the Star Wars universe? Or something original that recaptures the magic of RPG storytelling and cutting-edge gameplay in a modern timeline? Only time will tell, but I so hope that the devs will take a good look at the Rogue One movie for inspiration and build on that to create the next great RPG game that this franchise deserves. If you still don't get what I'm trying to say here, do yourself a favor and go and watch Rogue One, then revisit this video. And that's all I've got to say. Again, go watch the movie, folks. It's a fantastic addition to the movieverse, and if you agree or disagree with my opinions, leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Smash that like button if you enjoy the content I'm putting out, and do subscribe to the channel for more game reviews and MMO content. Once again, I'm Adrian from Game Reviews Malaysia at 5:53 in the morning, and I thank you for watching.